So this is going to be that ridiculous haul that I've needed to do. That you guys may have seen a picture on Instagram of a lot of high-end stuff. Now this isn't all stuff that I've obviously purchased in 1 week or anything. I think some of this stuff could even be possibly back to the beginning of November, and I just haven't gotten around to hauling it. So I'm just gonna dive right into this bucket here that was in that hole back there. I'll start off with some products that I got from Guerlain. This is the Crazy Terracotta Bronzer. Here's the box, and this is part of their holiday collection. Yeah, so it was released, I want to say, about a month ago, but I've been pulling things out of here and using them and stuff. But this is what this looks like here. It is a bronzer with what 4 or 5 different shades in there. It pulls a little orangey red kind of. It's a kind of a different color bronzer. If you have possibly a deeper skin tone, you may be able to use it as a blush. This on me, it just kind of looks kind of like a little bit of an orange, like a burnt look, which I actually prefer. So I don't mind if my bronzers make me look like I was sunburnt. I actually kind of like it because I have pink undertones, so it kind of flatters me a little bit more. But this, yeah, this is what it looks like. And then the other product to go along with this one is the Guerlain Crazy Meteorites pressed powder, which I love these a lot. I love these, the pressed ones, and I love the pearlies for a finishing powder. I use them kind of like the ambient lighting powders as an all-over finishing powder after I put on all of my face products. This is the last thing that I go in and do, and it kind of does that diffusion of light deal. But I just absolutely love the meteorites from these. I Instagrammed a picture of these two a while ago, but these are the Crazy Pearls from Guerlain. Again, part of the holiday collection, and they come in a pretty neat, well, this is the box, but come in a pretty neat tin. It's just, I mean, I like it. It's I think I heard somebody say that it was kind of corny, but it says Champs-Élysées on there, and inside, let's open it up. Isn't that cute? I'm getting out of control, but yeah, it says Champs-Élysées on there. I love it. And then it does come with a little spongy thing that comes over them, but I don't use the sponge, so I find that the sponge is going to pick up product if I keep putting it back in there and kind of wasting it essentially. So that is what they look like. Love this as a finishing powder. Kind of just puts a little bit of a, again, like the diffused light type situation from the Hourglass powders is how I use these. I actually love them. I have the originals and whatever too, but I actually love them so much because I don't want to swirl my brush around and around. I actually shake the tin up like this so that it breaks a little bit of product off the beads, and then I put my brush in there so that I can get more product on there. Because you can put, I don't know, you can put a ridiculous amount of this stuff on and you can never detect it on the skin. At least I can't. But I don't have real heavy base underneath anyway, but I absolutely adore these. Should we get into some Chanel Holiday 2013? I've seen people talking about all this stuff for a while. I've just been, you know, sitting on it. But this is the Poudre Universal Libre Natural Finishing Loose Powder in 77 Moonlight. And this here, the tub, everything about, this is my first like loose big Chanel powder, but I absolutely love this. Now this powder isn't going to be for everybody because it is chock full of sparkles, like tiny micro glitters. And it's kind of got it almost has a tone correcting peach undertone to it. But that is what it looks like without, I wonder if you guys can. These DSLRs, you guys, I can't get too close to the lens right away, but that's the powder. And then I did get the Juste Contrast 84, number 84 Accent Blush from Chanel's Holiday Collection as well. People have been raving about this stuff. It is a really pretty color. On my super fair skin, I do have to use a little bit of lighter hand as a blush. I can actually build it up in the contour, and it's a pretty contour as well, but that is what it looks like. And they smell so good, the Chanel blushes. There's just something about, you know, Chanel blush. Hopefully you guys can see. That's what it looks like. It is really pretty blush. It reminds me of the, kind of the same tones as the MAC blush that came out in the Mineralized collection, that real deep plummy purple. They have that same type of a tone. They're not the same color or anything, but they just kind of resemble each other a little bit. But I do like that. And then I also picked up the Quad. And this is Ombre Motellices de Chanel in Charming. This one here, I was so excited to get this. The pictures made this shade right here look a little bit more purple. It doesn't really portray purple on the eyes. I used it one time and I was a little underwhelmed with the overall look. I didn't really have that wow factor. So if I use it again, I might mix in a little bit of a brighter shade because these aren't very bright. Even the light shade ain't very bright. I do like it. I think I might have used a little bit too much of this shade or something. It was just really dull kind of looking, like really toned down eye, I guess. I don't know. I do need to give it another chance because I only wore it once, but I did pick it up because I like to collect these, which is a bad, expensive habit. And then this is kind of a funny story. My mom and dad went down to Vegas in November, and my mom knows better than to buy me makeup. I was actually going to have her pick up that Chanel palette because I couldn't find it online at the time, and it just so happened when I was telling her what palette it was, it just popped up on, I think, Neiman's or Nordstrom's, one of them, I can't remember. And so I was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I found it. I'll just order it. Anyway, I was waiting for the Dior collection, the holiday collection, to show up, and it wasn't showing up either. But I was like, I ain't gonna, you know, mess around telling her, can you go on the hunt for this for me? And she came back and she bought me the quints from the Dior holiday collection. And I was like, what are the odds? Because she knows better than to buy me makeup, because she knows she knows that I might already have it. But she did good. I was so excited. I wore this one already and it's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like that. And this one is in Golden Snow, and I actually like this one a bit. I mean, the tones of this one a little bit more than the other one, but I haven't worn the other one yet, so I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like. It is really, really beautiful. It looks kind of like the reminds me of the Greige, which I'm going to show you too, which is a YouTube influence purchase. But that is that. And then the other one is Golden Flower. Oh, maybe I did wear this. Jeez, that's kind of bad if I don't even remember right. Yeah, I did obviously wear it because it's got usage marks in it. I'm pretty sure I probably liked it. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't just as memorable or something. I don't know. But this is what the shades look like in this one, which my mom also picked up for me. And then she also got me the Dior Amber Diamond, which another crazy thing, you know, that I did not have. I have the Rose Diamond because I'm pink undertoned, but I've looked at this several times in the store and never bought it. And she bought me those three things when she was down in Vegas. It was fabulous, right? Isn't that fabulous? So I do have the Amber Diamond now, and it is a pretty highlighter. I stay a little bit away for these shades for up high. I'll maybe use them a little bit lower, but I mainly use these if I do use it. So that is Amber Diamond. You guys probably seen it a bajillion times. And then on the same track with the whole Dior here, I did pick up the 734 Greige, and I cannot remember whose video it was who was talking and raving about this palette, but I just thought to myself, with the good old VIB sale at Sephora, I need that. Did I need it? No. Do I love it? Yes. I did wear this, and I really loved it. This is about the prettiest, to me these are, you know, a cooler toned browns, which I like the cooler toned browns myself because I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool undertoned. But that's what it looks like. It is so pretty. I do really like it. Sorry I'm not swatching all of these. I'm sure there's a bajillion blogs and stuff with all the swatches on there, but we would be here all day. And then this is the DSLR camera, so I can't get up close, so I don't know how it's going to look until I edit. I might just film hauls and stuff like that on my other camera so that I can, like, get all up in there. And then I particularly remember Well Tailored and Lisa D1 talk about this lip liner. I think... who else? I probably heard more people talk about it. I don't know. It's the Greige lip liner. And this is actually my first Dior lip liner. And I do like it. It's a really pretty, it's like a nude rose shade. That's what it looks like right there. And it has really good staying power. So I do like that. And then a few more things from the Chanel holiday collection. I picked up my first Rouge Allure lipstick from Chanel. And this is in 217 Radiance, I want to say it's called. I did buy one of the Rouge Cocos when I was down in Scottsdale, and it looked like a clear gloss on, which I was disappointed about, and it also left a little bit of a lipsticky taste in my mouth, and I knew I wasn't going to reach for it because of that reason, so I ended up taking it back. But this here, I was pleasantly surprised to know that this one here was not like the Rouge Cocos. It doesn't really have too much of a smell either, but it doesn't taste, and the color is right up my alley. It is a really, really pretty nude pink shade. It kind of reminds me of Spanish Pink from Tom Ford, but it's got more pink, more actual pink in it instead of that orangey tone, so it's just really a really pretty shade. That's what it looks like right there. Then I got another one of the Stilo U waterproof long-lasting eyeliners from Chanel, and this is in Khaki Presso, I want to say it's called. It's like a really pretty khaki green shade. It looks like that. I love these liners for my waterline. These liners, the Nars Larger Than Life and the new Marc Jacobs gel liners, as far as a pencil liner is concerned, those are about the only things I put on my waterline because nothing holds a candle to them. Other than that, I usually put a super long wearing gel liner on, which leads me to this next product, my Nars, which is called Mozambique. It's one of the new eye paints, and it's also in a khaki green color. I'm also wearing the khaki green Nars liner on my waterline. I don't know why I thought I needed 3 of them, but this is what that looks like. It stays pretty decent on the waterline, not as long as some of my other gel liners though, but it does stay pretty good, and the color is really pretty. Yeah, so it's like a khaki green color, Mozambique. And then one more thing from Chanel Holiday is the Bronze Platine mascara. What's it called? Yeah, it's a sparkling mascara top coat. I had watched somebody and they said they hated it or whatever, and I want to say it's because they tried to put this on over their mascara when their mascara was still a little damp, or either they may have used it by itself. I wait till my mascara is dry and then I'll put it on, and it just adds a super pretty trying to figure out where to hold this so you guys can see it the best. A super pretty, like, glistening goldy bronze sparkle to your lashes, and I think it's a really, really pretty color. So I really like it. I have been using it on and off, so on and off, pulling it out of the box. But that's what it looks like. You guys can see that shininess right there. That is that, and it's real. I really like it. It's the gold. It's got a bronze base with really fine I want to say silver and bronze micro glitter in it, and it's gorgeous. I really like it. And then I'm going to show you guys one more thing before I cut this haul off and probably start the rest of my haul, the Bobbi Brown holiday stuff and some other things. But this is the Nars. This is part of the Guy Bourdon collection. It's the Cinematic Eyeshadow in Mississippi Mermaid. I blame this on this is another YouTube influence purchase. I blame this on Well Tailored. she hauled this and I was just like, I need that. I didn't really need it, but I wanted it. It's just a really this shadow is really nice too. I've run across some Nars shadows that are really dry, really chalky, but this one's really buttery and smooth, and it's like a champagne peach shade. That's what it looks like there. Oh my god, you guys are never gonna see that, but anyway, that's what it looks like. So yeah, I'm going to stop there and probably start another video for the rest of this stuff. Otherwise, you guys are going to be all hauled out, man. I know you guys like them though, because on Instagram, you're like, haul those. So anyway, I'm going to do that next. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.